Hi everyone, I'm Beth and I'm a 15-year-old beginner nail tech. Since this is my first video on this channel, I'm going to be rating all of the nails that I've done. So these are like my first attempts of ever doing nails and also my first attempts at nail art, which are a bit questionable, but everyone has to start somewhere. So this is just proof that you can improve and you will improve. So anyway, let's get into it. So this was the first time I ever painted someone's nails when I wanted to be a nail tech. Obviously I painted people's nails before, but this was the first time I painted someone's nails with the dream of getting somewhere. And my mum was the person in this picture. She always lets me practice on her and I'm so grateful for that. But for my first time, they could have gone worse. But there was loads of mistakes. And you can really see in this picture how much I flooded the cuticles and how much product I actually got on her skin. The problem is, I didn't even try to clean it. I literally just left it and I thought it was okay. I literally don't know how my mum ever let me practice on her ever again. However, I do really like the colour. That is literally my favourite colour to ever paint someone's nails with. But I think I'll probably rate this a 4 out of 10. Because for my first time, I don't think I could be too harsh on myself, but definitely not the greatest work I've ever done. This was the second time I ever did anyone's nails and I practiced on my friend. For my second time, I feel like it could have gone a lot worse, but yeah, there's still loads of errors that now I'm realising. And also at this time I had to just use regular nail polish because I hadn't done my courses to do gels. But at the time I didn't know how to prep nails. I didn't know how to file them properly. I remember I kept filing them in different directions, which obviously is a massive red flag for me now. But these were definitely better than the first ones, so I'd probably rate them a 6. This was another one of my friends, and as you can see, she has got quite small nail beds, so it was definitely a challenge. I feel like, because that was the first time I ever did shorter nails, they could have gone a lot worse. I'm honestly not too upset about it. But the only problem was, my friend told me that they peeled off within 2 days. So obviously I was very upset about that. But I've improved and I actually prep properly. So now they don't peel off anymore. And also the nail polish does look very streaky, but I can remember that this nail polish was really running out. So I'm blaming it on that. It really, I don't think was my fault because it was really running out. But there was a lot of spillage and I did try to clean it and it still didn't come off because I didn't know how to take it off. Anyways, probably rate them a 6 as well. Okay, we listen and we don't judge. This was the first time I think I ever did my own nails. I say the first time, I mean the first picture I have. And they're interesting, is all I can say. The cuticles are flooded so much. I literally have no words. Also, I don't know why my cuticles are so red. I don't think I ever gave myself an infection, but looking back, I'm like, how were they so red? But anyways, my nails were really short, so I think that made it harder. But I'm going to rate them a 4. Again, these were my mum's nails, and I feel like I can kind of see some improvement, but yeah, they're still not perfect. But when are they ever? I do really like this nail polish though. It's honestly got such a good coverage, and it's honestly really helped me get better at nails. However, there are a lot of spillages around my mum's nails, I think I wasn't taking it slow enough, and also I was really shaky. But obviously I'm admitting that they weren't great. They really weren't. I'll probably rate them a 6. Actually, no. I'm not too keen on the colour, actually. Like, I like the nail polish, but not the colour. So maybe a 5. So this was around the time I started taking clients, and I definitely started taking clients way too early. Like, I really admit that. But I was really honest with everyone, and I advertised it as a beginner nail tech and as someone who hasn't done nails for long, so everyone was more than happy to like let me practice on them. As you can see, I did not treat the cuticles at all, but that was only because I was so scared. But they knew I was a beginner, so in hindsight I should have just done it. Like, honestly, as long as you advertise as your ability, it should be fine. Like, no one will mind however you do, as long as they know you're a beginner. If you're advertising yourself as like an experienced nail person and your nails come out looking like that, obviously they're not going to be too thrilled, but as long as you're honest, then you know it's fine. But I can really start seeing improvement here. Like, I feel like the coverage was alright, I didn't really spill any on her skin, and yeah, I don't think they're too bad, to be fair, so I'm going to rate them a 6. This was when I started practicing acrylics, and acrylics really aren't my thing. Like, now that I've practiced with loads of different techniques, I know what is my style and what isn't. Now, obviously, that is a practice hand, so I wasn't worried about making any mistakes. And to be fair, I don't think the application turned out too bad. Like, for my first couple of tries, it's not awful, but the nail art is somewhat questionable. I do really like the Magic 8 Ball, but the animal print is just not it. And the French tip. I literally, oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
But this set did really inspire me to keep trying and keep working harder. So I don't know what to rate it. I think because acrylics were really difficult for me at that stage, I'd probably rate them a 7, just because if I went to a beginner nail tech, and these are my favourite nails that I've ever done. Like, I just love the nail art so much, and I think the colours complement each other really well. When I did this, I didn't really have a specific inspiration. I just kind of did whatever I felt, and do you know what, it actually turned out really good. The only thing I would criticise was the size of the print, I guess, because at the time I didn't have those stamping printing things. What are they called? So I just had to use the nail brush on the end of the polish. But I'm going to rate these a 9 because I literally still love these to this day. And finally, these were the gels that I did on myself about a week ago, and I was really happy. I didn't do any nail art because I just wanted to keep them simple and something that would go with every outfit. Sorry, I'm really hungry. But these lasted so long. Like, I was taking pictures of them every day because I wanted to see how much they'd grown out. And before I took them off, they had grown so much. And nail biting is something that I really struggle with, which is really weird to think about since I'm in the nail industry. But it's been a habit for years, and it's really hard for me to stop. And so far, gels are the only things that have helped me. But anyway, back to the point. I'm going to rate these an 8 because even though they're simple, I love the colour. And I don't think the application was too bad, to be fair. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And also, please follow my social media if you want to help support my business.